One thing that I always get, hello, 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 hello. Now let's try this again. Here we go.
Trying to weather the storm. Trust me when I say I've been there before. I had days when it didn't seem fair. He said the load was never too much to bear. Things I had to go through so I could better know you. Cause when I know I can't do it on my own, you're the one that I am leaning on. All things work together for the good.
Hey Amber, how you doing, beautiful?
Must be true. So in the morning I'll pray. When I feel like I ain't gonna make it.
How's everything going down up in Illinois? Hey friend, how you doing? Hey Sheila, how you doing, love? You need to come on the show. Come on over here. So much pain in the world. We're talking about relationship today. What y'all want to talk about concerning relationship? I got a few things to talk about, but I want to hear what y'all got to say. So when I know I can't do it on my own, he's the one that I'm leaning on. Last week we dealt with just communication and double standards. So, what's today's topic on relationship?
When I feel like I ain't gonna make it, that's when I pray. And now I know even when it's
so good, you still need to pray.
the Lord hears you when you pray.
And he responds when you pray.
Lord, all I can do is pray.
And I'm telling y'all,
You need to find somewhere you can run to.
come on up here. Hey, Pamela, how you doing, Pam? I'm gonna turn this down because I'm ready to get into it. We're talking about relationship today. So it's your girl, Kimberly Therese, with On a Personal Note. It is Monday. What y'all doing? What y'all got going on? And you know, I had a different subject, but I said that I wanted to stay on relationship because as men and women, hey Miss Pam, how you doing? We have to, maybe if I turn this mic, like put the mic up to my voice, y'all can hear me better. Yeah, how about that? I forgot my internet people need to hear me. But it's your girl, Kimberly Therese, with On a Personal Note. We're dealing with relationship today. And before we get started, so like while y'all waiting on me to go through the honorable mentions, we want to talk about relationship, but I want to know, what is your chief complaint when it comes to relationship? Or comment, any kind of advice that you can give to people just starting off, to someone that's looking, what to look for in a person. Last week we talked about compromise. We talked about meeting each other halfway, and we talked about double standards in relationship. And for that, it got pretty deep. I had a lot of men participating. So I did enjoy hearing the men take on their point of view, because so many times men and women, our relationship derives on communication. And for men, that's a problem. And that's one of the things that the men were saying last week, that that they had a big problems communicating. So while y'all thinking about what you want to talk about concerning relationship, what the problem is, how can we fix it, or share with with each other what works best in a relationship. I'm gonna go through the honorable mentions, but y'all post up, show it, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I don't know what Facebook is doing, but a lot of times I don't see their comments. So what I've been doing is logging on to Facebook from my computer so I can see what y'all saying. Now I see a few comments, and I'm hoping that nobody else said, hey Taquita, how you doing? I already said Miss Pam. But I want to talk about relationship, but let me go through this first. We at WPMM, we are affiliates of the Cheryl Underwood Radio. Listen at 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. We're also a U-Haul dealer. So stop by Michigan Avenue, and from 10 to 5. And if the door is locked, because we have had issues with that, book online, reserve. You're always able to get a U-Haul, no matter what. Because what you do is you reserve online, and when you reserve online, then that's when you literally, they send you like a code, and the key is in the box, and you get your truck, and you can go. You don't have to wait on us. We might be gone at lunch or something, but anyway, it's out there. So download the app, WPMM app, at the Apple Store or Google Play, or you can just Google it, WPMMtalk.com. or WPMMradio.com, whichever one you want to listen to at the time. But we're open for business advertisement. If you have a business and you want to advertise on the show, do it. 1000 Michigan Avenue. We're here. Come book with us. We have membership plans and everything. So there's nothing that we have that you can't have either. So anyway, I'm going to shout and sing all up. Friend, you don't know that. You've known me for how many years? I'm still gonna sing. Anyway, the views and opinions expressed by radio show hosts and their guests, they are of their own and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of WPMM Radio. WPMM Radio does not intend to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, anyone, or anything. So we got some. Okay. So here's my friend. I'm hoping that when I read his comment, that it's a serious comment, because he is the joke miser. So y'all got to excuse him. So the first one is, why do women let their girlfriends, cousins who are single have so much say-so in their relationship? Wow. Okay, friend. Let me tell you something about that. I personally have learned my lesson with that. I literally have. Hey, Cap, how you doing? I have learned my lesson with that, because one of the things that I'm learning is that the more you talk to your girlfriends about, and your cousins, about relationship, the worse it get. Because a lot of times we're listening to them, their advice, and a lot of times they're talking out of hurt. Like, they're talking about out of hurt, they're talking out of loneliness. Like me, I've learned to not give advice. And as it stands, I learned not to give advice because of my experience. Because every relationship is the same. But I'll tell you why. Because they're most likely have been our confidant for a long time. And when a person is your confidant, they're the only one that we usually understands. That usually understands your lot. And what I mean by that, they're the ones that usually understands the pain that you feel. All jokes aside, they don't like to. We don't like to hold stuff in. And a lot of times, now there are women that hold things in, but I'm learning that if someone comes to me for advice or just to listen, we as women, we need to learn how to have just a listening ear. And I'll say it's okay to talk to your cousin. It's okay to talk to your girlfriends. But I would say to women these days, it's not good to always take an advice because every relationship is different. Every relationship. Hey, Cornisha, how you doing, Cornisha? Love you, sis. It is good to really sit back and listen. And I'll be the first to say that I have probably gave some bad advice to my girlfriends, but it was out of a pure heart. And I mean that because I'll say, well, if you ain't doing, leave him if he ain't respecting you. But you know what I come to find out? A lot of times the people that come to us with advice, they don't give you their part. They don't tell you what they doing. We good for that. We're gonna tell you everything. We're gonna tell our girlfriends and our cousins everything that they're doing wrong to us. But we fail to realize and fail to share the attitude we have against them. And I'll say it has been a times when I've heard a lot of people talk about what the other person did. But a lot of times I have asked, what did you do? What are you doing? Why do you think they're acting like that against you? Or they're going, why do you think that they are not doing you? Why do you think they're treating you bad? Why do you think that they are acting like that? We hurt people because we're hurting, or we put them in a category of other people that have literally hurt us, even when we're over the hurt. And there are times when we have gotten over the hurt, and I'll share this, but it is always a trigger for the person at hand. It's gonna always be a trigger, but we have to learn how to not allow that trigger to stand in this relationship. And to get back to your question, friend, we have to stop going to our friends, and we have to go to God. We have to understand and try to talk to our partner. Now, I'm not saying stay in a relationship where if you are treated badly or you're not getting what you desired, because a lot of times we desire, right, we should listen, Cap, and not go in on and give advice because it might not apply to them. But we desire certain things in relationships. Like with me, when I do get in a relationship, I want somebody that can cook. I want somebody that will pick up behind themselves or me, just in case I can't pick up behind myself or you. And I want someone to go hard as I can. I want somebody with the same drive. But I also want someone that can say, hey, let's go out. Let's do something. Let's go out to eat. Let's get out of this house, Or, babe, we need to rest. We're gonna take today and rest. We're not gonna do nothing but just lay around and lounge around all day because we've been going hard all day. And so, to listen to complaints, you have to be very, very biased or unbiased. And you cannot favor, even if that's your closest friend. One thing I've learned about best friends and cousins, I've learned that best friends and cousins just go along with things they know ain't right. I've done it. I am guilty of it. And I can truly say that, if we cannot sit and tell each other where we're wrong at, then are we truly friends? Are we truly that person that needs to be in that person's life, because we know when our best friends are stubborn. We know when our best friends and cousins are spoiled. We know these things, but yet and still, we do not sit and just tell them, you know what, you're wrong. You're wrong. Let me tell you what you're wrong at. Because you got a whole attitude, and all that man did come home and sit down from a hard day's work, but you want him to help you clean up. Can he rest for like an hour? Give him an hour, maybe after an hour, or say, well, you know, babe, can you help me? Like, a lot of times we sit down and we won't say nothing. We have a whole attitude because we won't open our mouth. We won't take the time to communicate. And I've learned, let me tell y'all something. I've seen where, and I have been a witness to this, where, okay, so you just starting off in a relationship, right? You just starting off in a relationship, and you are literally just enjoying the moment, enjoying the vibe. But, and I've had a few clients tell me this too, but y'all do not discuss y'all likes, your dislikes. You just flowing. Everybody say, why don't you just let things flow? Guess what? Really, Cap? Okay. You won't just let, I want to see what you gonna say, because I want to see what this post gonna say. Why don't you just let things flow? Go with the flow. But nobody ever talks. Nobody ever say, you know what do you like to do? What is your favorite color? How many children you have? It's always say, man, you fine as I don't know what. You so pretty. You so beautiful. I like what you got going on. Like, I get it. But guess what? To get to know someone intellectually, mentally, and stimulate their mind, as well as have your mind stimulated, not just from chemistry, that's a whole nother ball game. Are you ready? Are you ready? You know, are you ready to say, you know what? I'm really feeling you. So how much time we gonna spend together? Let's make dates, you know, because if, say for instance, I date someone and we got the same vibe, right? But we stay busy. Okay, we gonna get together once a week. What day you got? Like, literally get on my schedule. You know, say, hey, what you doing Thursday? You know, Thursday, I can swing it. I gotta, you know, take care of some things first. But I've seen where nobody just sit down and just talk about likes and dislikes. You think just because what you see on Facebook, that's what that person is about. That's not it. Like, I am not my Facebook. You know how they say, I am not my hair? I am not my Facebook. I'm a whole nother creature out here, for real. And what you gonna say on that post, Cap? But, you know, it's some things that we as people, we have to understand. We like fame. We like glory. We like to show out. We like to, you know, tell people, you know, what we doing and what we got going on. But I'm so over that, like, for real, I'm over that. Like, y'all know, I got so many pictures in my phone because I've learned that people watch your Facebook and think you are that person, and you not. Like, I'm way more spectacular in person. And I'm learning that when people get to know me, they get to know me and who I am. Yeah, I'm silly. Yeah, I make jokes. I can be comical. But you know what? I can also be loving. I can be caring. I can be kind. I can be complimentary to whoever I'm around, because that's one of the things that I'm learning about me. And I'm learning to get to know me before I let anyone else get to know me. Because at the end of the day, I can be an ugly person. I can be an ugly human being if I'm handled ugly. You know. And that's just one of the things that we look at in our growth, in what we're doing, and who we interact with. I want to interact with someone that understands my mind, not look at my body and say, You got it going on. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. And it's not hard to take a compliment. It's just that when that's all you hear, it's like, okay, praise Jesus. Thank God he didn't give me no bad body. You know, but what do you really like about me? What have you actually seen me do that intrigues you? For real. I don't hear y'all. I don't hear y'all saying nothing. To go to someone about your spouse, your mate, your companion, your partner, it gives them a dim look on them. It makes them look at them differently. Oh, I thought he was nice. I thought she was sweet. She ain't what I thought. And you know, a lot of times we are not who people think we are. Because a lot of times we send our representatives out in, you know, before people. But if you was a fly on the wall, you will understand who that person really is. And so, you know, you got to understand that everybody has flaws. And you have to stop looking at everybody on the outward person. But you got to understand that inward man that yearns for someone to understand their pain, understand their hurt, understand their character and their personalities. Why do they do what they do? Yes, you are a character in a good way. I know. Thank you, Cap. You are too, Joker. We gotta hang out. I ain't hung out with you in a while. I miss you, Cap. Come by and see me. Let's hang out. But yeah, you know, it's. I want someone to understand my innermost being. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to have to go to nobody to talk about my companion. I want to talk to my companion about my companion. But we so gung-ho on, oh, let me just tell you what I like about you. Instead of telling me, let me tell you what I do not like this, what you do. Like, and we got to stop getting in our feelings about that, for real. We got to stop getting it, because if you with somebody, don't you want that person to tell you when you wrong, or when you acting ugly, or when you doing something that they never thought you do? Like, I didn't know you were like that. And I'm serious. Like, I know, like Cap, for instance, me and Cap hung together like real tight for what, about a year, Cap? I think it was about a year. It might have been 8 months. But that's a big difference, ain't it? 4 months apart. But we hung out real tight for a while to get, you know, stuff together for, you know, 12 rounds. And Cap Cap would be like, oh Lord. I die every time he say that. I'd be like, what? And he would tell me, man, you gotta stop that. I'd be like, whatever. And I wouldn't catch no attitude, because I knew he was right. Like, seriously, I knew that dude was right and telling me, hey, you gotta tighten up on that. That's not cool. Like, in my mind, I was literally feeling like he was saying, now, you too beautiful of a person to be acting like you acting. But you know, that's the thing about it. I wanted him to see the real me, like, because he's always seen Facebook me. You know, he's always seen that person that be on Facebook acting a whole silly fool. And so, you know, this is part of relationship. Even though me and him didn't have an intimate relationship, we had a platonic relationship. Only thing we ever did was hug each other when we first seen each other. Ain't seen each other in a while. But the thing about it was, he began to know me, and I began to know him. Like, I get on his butt about some things that he do, and he always give me this sad excuse about good character. It ain't no sad excuse, but I'm just saying, you know. He would tell me, you know, where to come back to me. I'd be like, man, forget that. But anyway, he's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart. So that was me and his difference. It's like, we decided, hey, got a good business thing going on here. And so when we get into relationship, we have to learn that person and love that person even in their flaws. Like, stop running, like Therese said, stop running to your cousins and best friends and, telling them your business, what's going on in your house. That's the reason why a lot of things break up. And a lot of couples break up. 9 times out of 10, when they tell you something against your partner, they are, I'm telling you, I have seen it where dudes come back and say, the same person that broke us up, that was in her ear, was the same person that was in my inbox. Ladies, we gotta wake up. We gotta wake up. Men, y'all gotta wake up too, but I'm talking to the ladies because I am a lady. And we gotta stop running to our friends. We gotta stop running to our trusted people. And, because we can trust people. I'm not saying don't trust them, but we gotta start telling them, man, I get so tired of him. He always doing this and he always doing that. And, no. You tell him. Get with him. Hey, Aisha, how you doing, baby? But you tell him, listen, the problem I have right now is you doing this, that, and the third. Now, either, we gonna do it or we ain't. Because if they really care about you, they'll tighten up. They'll tighten up. I seen a friend that I've known since childhood, and I just gonna say her name, Tara. Maiden name Milton. She been married. I think she said they've been together 20-something years, and they've been married like 16, probably longer than that. Let me tell you something about them. Like, they are an example. Like, especially for our generation. Like, our generation is quick to say, I want a divorce. I'm moving on. Da, 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 da. Hey, Jay, how you doing, love? We got to learn to get through the thick and thin and just press on, like, for real with each other. Like, because you know who you get with before. You knew if he was a hoe out here. And I did say hoe. It's in the Bible. Say harlot, whore. You knew if this girl had slept around, and if she ain't no good. Now, whether or not she slept around, like us ladies, I'm going to defend us for a minute. Us ladies that have slept around, and we decide to turn over a new leaf, y'all got to stop holding that over our head, dudes. And y'all got to stop, y'all literally have to stop, coming for us thinking that we are who we used to be. Let me say that again. A lot of times in our younger years, we make decisions as women to do what we do. But as we get older, we learn. And men, y'all got to stop coming to us or for us like we are who we were, because we grow up. And a lot of times we grow up faster than y'all. I said it, and I ain't taking it back. Okay, Cap says the right questions and answers are needed in a relationship, period. And that's true. Asia saying we need those too. We need good examples in many things. We do. And that's why I want to be an example, to be, to just remain single and not put up with, oh baby, you so fine. Oh baby, you so beautiful. I'm literally embracing my natural. I'm embracing, not going fully without makeup, but getting to the point where I ain't got to get glammed up, because I want to know Kim. Because if I know Kim, then whoever else comes to know Kim, then they will understand, hey, I have flaws. All day long, I do. And I want to show you my flaws first. We always show people our good side. No, come on. Let me show you my flaws, because, bro, this ain't it. Like, for real. I'm bound to fail. I'm bound to mess up. I'm bound to like tell you like, you know what, you getting on my whole nerve. Go sit down somewhere. You know, I'm that chick. But at the same time, baby, I can love on my mate like there ain't no tomorrow. And that's what the thing about it. You gotta learn, we gotta know that the good in that person is gonna outweigh the bad, and that you can put up with it. You can put up with the hurt that's gonna come. You can put up with the disappointment that's gonna come. You can put up with those things that, stop putting so much high expectation in people that you are not willing to go give the same expectations. We talked about double standards last week. Don't expect somebody to be at home cooking for you and then you don't come home. And don't expect them to be upset. Like, not to be upset. What you got attitude? I had to work late. What's wrong with picking up the phone? Pick up the phone. Baby, I'm not going to make it home. I want to hang out with my boys. I done cooked you a whole dinner ready to chill, rub feet and bald heads. I ain't saying bald heads and heads or whatever. Rub, whatever. We're ready to do all that and you going to hang out with your boys. Okay, tell us. Let us know, babe. I'm going to hang out tonight. Cool. I'm going to chill then. I'm going to cook dinner, put your plate up in the microwave, and might be in the bed sleep. But wake me up when you get home. That part. Wake me up when you get home. And so the biggest thing is, at what point, and I'm really talking about more or less marriage. I'm really talking about more or less marriage. Hey, Rena, how you doing, love? If you've been with a partner, and because we did talk about marriage last week and why, it's so hard for men to marry because they've been hurt or they just don't care. They don't care to get married. But why would you get with a person that wants to get married? For the life of me, I don't understand that. You think that person gonna be all right? They might be all right for a while, but not, not for too long. And the biggest thing is we have to understand that love and loving someone is going to hurt at some point. Now, do it have to be like knife stabbing? No, it don't. It don't have to be where you like literally cut somebody's heart out. We gotta come get past that. Like, most times we're intentionally hurting each other. And that's not good. That's not good at all. I am literally moving up in the world, and I want the person that I'm with to move up with me. Why do we get so comfortable with where we're at with a person that we start not caring how they feel, not caring if we hurt them? I've seen it time and time again. It actually breaks my heart, because when you see a couple that is a good couple and one person starts to like do that other person wrong, y'all, we cannot think that that's okay. And we can't expect them to stay. Okay, Aisha says, that's my only thing. Cannot have expectations of me and say something and it not be reciprocated, and can't say anything to you about you. Any relationship is a pet peeve of mine. And then in mine is a pet peeve of mine. And then in my feelings for caring about them. But in reality, they are in theirs. But that's also what the truth do. LOL. One-way streets in relationship cause many wrecks and crashes. Yes, it does. I'm a witness. I'll say this, and it's probably the only time y'all hear me say it. I hate that my marriage didn't last. I did, because I wanted to spend eternity with my husband, like all forever with my husband at that time. And the thing about it is, now we realize we could have tried harder. But, you know, it's never too late. But at the same time, we realize how different we are and how different we were. And we was trying to make those differences conform to what we thought we wanted it to be. And it can't. We got to learn how to, they say how Bible say, how can two abide unless they agree? How can they stand together unless they agree? Agree that you are you and I am me. But outside of that is everybody else. And should nobody else come in there? You'll say, if you really spiritually and intellectually connected, no reason for feared conversation. And that's true. Like, we have to be able to, like, say, hey, you know what, your feet stink. And that, I mean, for real, because if somebody's feet stink, I got a whole problem with that. Do not come home and put your stinking feet in my bed. Like, go take a bath. Like, for real. If you didn't poop, and I'm saying it on air, if you didn't poop throughout the day before you lay in my bed, like that's a pet peeve of mine. Like, whoever I'm with, whoever I end up with, if y'all hear this, my prayer is, please don't come from outside and sit on my bed. I'll deal with it, but that's one thing that would linger in my mind. Like, go take a bath, take them clothes off, do something. But I'm just that person, so I have to find I have to find a like-minded partner. That somebody cooking something, it smells so good, I'm so mad. Or brought something to eat, not cooking. But yeah, you know, and those are the things that we look at it. Yeah, if you had a hard day at work, I get it. Can you sit on the couch until you get ready to take a bath? So, I mean, but those are conversations that we should have, like, because I won't make a big deal about it, but it definitely will be one of them things that, you know, I don't like. Please, for me, don't do that. And, you know, if you say stop cutting your hair, Kimberly, I hate hair, but why you can't accept my hair? Okay, I'll let it grow, whatever. And I'll let it grow. Well, I'm not a Barbie though. Don't try to make me up to be one.
They said they want chicken.
But you know, we gotta learn to stand together. And with that being said, I'm gonna play a song. So questions and answers, comments while the song play. Jessica read it. Let's stand together. Let's stand together. That's what it's about.
The way the sky is blue and the water is pure.
That's lovely. Just think about that. Listen to the words.
The way the house comes together when the bricks are side by side.
You see that?
That's what we were. We were strong, working together to make things better.
Yes. Hand in hand.
Heart to heart, but I've been feeling weaker since we've been growing apart.
Yes.
With different sets of hands from each other. Our disagreements, see that causing a war.
Guess what?
I blame myself for not loving you like I should.
I blame myself
For not forgetting you
like I could. Let's stay together. Stand together. You and me. We're better together. No more. I don't want to fight nobody. Yes. You and me. This is my part right here.
That's my heartbeat.
That's my heartbeat.
If you don't help me, there'll be no more.
Yes. Hey, baby. How you doing? Better with you. Better with me. Alone. Yes. Here you go. This is my part. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. But I want you. Yes. You just seen me, Joker. I miss you too, baby. Hey. Oh, I can't wait to get back to them. That comment right there. I blame myself for not loving you like I should. I blame myself for not like I. Hey, let's stay together. Together. Don't go nowhere, y'all. You and me better together. Don't turn your back on me. Yes. You and me better, stronger together. Now, yes. Better together. See, y'all ain't know that was a Jesus song, did it? Yes. He'll keep us together. You and me. Yes. Y'all heard her say, my sister. Stand together. You and me. Stronger together. That's my girl right there. I love Jessica Reedy. Like, that chick right there, untouched, unmatched. Yes. But you heard her say, Jesus is the only thing that keep us together. And, you know, my sister, my brother, my love, let's stand together. I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, but we're stronger together. All right, man, listen. Come on, y'all. We got to work together on this thing. Okay. Aisha said, it's hard to witness people do each other wrong. It is. It is. And it's so hard when many people rather not know how many people feel. It's better to know their friend is being hurt, betrayed, lied to, cheated on, etc., and never tell them. I get the why for the most part. Don't know what. Want to. I'm for the most. don't want to know or believe it even coming from their friends. But I'm just not like that. And we just won't be friends. If you don't believe me or want to be aggressive about it, it makes me sad. You should do that topic. I love to hear all the sides. You know what? That is a good topic, Aisha. That's a real good topic. You know what? I think I will. We'll do that Wednesday. Y'all join me Wednesday and we'll talk about why is it so hard for women to hear from their friends about their spouses. It's more women than men. I have seen men fall out about it, but it's more women. I'm a witness. I had a lady, you know, I'll just say this. I had a lady that I loved from the time I met her. We only knew each other for like 3 years at that time. And I told her something about the man that she loved. And she cut me off. That thing hurt me. Ooh, that thing hurt me. She blocked me on Facebook and wouldn't, like, even when she was in my presence, she wouldn't speak to me. And I was like, wow, she had to, like, I cheated with him, like, for real. But you know what? That let me realize that she really wasn't my friend. Like, and she really didn't feel like I felt about her. She didn't feel about me the way I felt about her. Because when I befriend you, I don't care if you have ways that I don't like. I befriend you. Like, I literally, and I'll tell you wrong, you know. But anyway, till today, she won't even speak to me. Yep. And that still hurt. Like, I feel that right there, right now. Today, she still won't speak to me. And it still hurt because I thought I was just letting her know, you know, and hey, you know, you deserve better. And I mean, he probably tightened up after the whole episode. He probably did tighten up, or he probably just moved on to somebody else. That's not neither here nor there, you know. But I'm learning as I get older that what's meant for you is for you, you know, and you do deserve everything you get and everything you put up with, you know. Aisha says, me too, and I do not judge, but always honest. That's right. There's no other way to live. Like, you have to live with yourself. You have to live with yourself when you deal with deception, lies, and hidden deceit, you know. That's one thing about it. If you want me to tell you the truth, I will. But if you don't want to hear it, I'll shut my whole mouth and move differently. Because if I can't be honest with you, then there's no use in me listen, I'm not holding nothing in. Like, I've learned that, and this is from a young age, from when I was younger, things happened, and I didn't release it till I was 35, and even some things I still didn't release until I was 43. But when I released it, it was such a burden. Like, can you imagine being a young age and holding something in and then releasing it when you're 35 and 43, and you get so liberated to the point you was like, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that before? Because someone told you it wasn't right. That's right, Cap. You cannot dictate nobody's love for someone. And that's the thing about it is, but you have to dictate your love for yourself. When you love yourself enough, you'll tell yourself what you're not going to do and what you won't put up with. And if I can't be honest with you, then I can't be your friend. Like, honestly, I don't want to be your friend because I want you to be honest with me, even if it hurt me to my core. Like, I have had people tell me stuff that hurt me to my core. Now, granted, let me put a disclosure in that. People have told me stuff that hurt me to my core that they didn't like about me, which was fine. But that was because they wanted me to do things for them that I could do, and they wanted me to do it, and I didn't agree with it. I don't agree with if you're deceiving people and I tell you, you need to stop that. That ain't gonna right. Well, you always, and I have literally had people tell me, ain't nobody ask you about your opinion. If you ain't gonna help me, then, go on. I got this, and then, that's fine. That's fine. But I would not be a co-conspirator. I will not. God has taught me greater. And when you are a partaker in someone else's things, you are in trouble of punishment. You are in trouble of reaping. You're in trouble of things, just because they want to do what they do, let them. Cap say, my opinion, never tell nobody about their partner, because if they're happy and the other is pretending. Wait a minute. My opinion, never tell anybody about their partner, because if they're happy, no need to spoil it. And if one doesn't know, then one just thinks they are happy and the other is pretending. Hey, that's a whole nother subject for both of y'all, Aisha and you and Cap. Listen. The first time in a long time am I speechless. I'm speechless because that's a hard subject. That's a hard subject because, like Aisha say, one can be happy and the other one can be pretending. I don't want to be with nobody that's pretending. Like, if you have a problem with me and you're not happy with me, if we can't fix it, why be miserable? I don't want you, I never want my partner miserable just to stay with me. Like, for real, that is not God. Like, God would that we all prosper and be in good health, even as our soul prosper. And if you're pretending, you're hiding, and you're going to become sick and decayed. I don't care what nobody's saying. You're going to decay in a way. You can decay in your mind to where, I'm going to do it too. Or you can decay in your heart where, well, forget him then. I'm going to just go on and live my best life, and let him do what he do. I cannot stand when people do that. And I'm going to just tell you, I'm sorry if you're here listening to me right now. But the thing about it is, why? I mean, are you really okay with pretending that your partner, even though they might love you? Like, I know my son dad loved me, but I could not continue to go in public knowing that we both was unhappy. So I left. Asia, and I'm it's good that you agree with me, but even if you didn't, it's good to know that, the thought of me acting like I'm happy and I'm really not happy, I can't. I've never been that one to put on a fake smile. Even if I ain't care too much about me, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? I mean, and I would literally, this is my face. Hey, how you doing? And that'll let them know I'm going to be cordial. But what we not going to do, especially if you know that we got an issue that we got to resolve. I've never been that one. I cannot. I will not. You laughing at my face. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Settling isn't the same as satisfied. Ooh, that'll preach too. God, you give me all kind of on a personal note settings to talk about, stuff to talk about. Yes. But that's what we have to do. We have to, settling is not being satisfied. Like, I gotta be satisfied, and I want my partner to be satisfied with me. Because if you're not, what can I do? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, how can we fix this? Can we fix it? Will you be willing to fix it? Would you be willing to say, you know what, babe? I love you. I want to be with you, but it's some things that I'm missing. We all have voids. We all have voids. But it's ways to fulfill them voids without hurting your significant other. Some things are not meant to be understood. True, but Cap, that's true. But as it pertains to relationship, you should still try to understand. That's all I'm gonna say like that. It's for who that mindset is for. That's why you got to get with like-minded people. Like if you're a party person, like I'm not a party person, so I don't hang on the party scene. But my partner might be a party person. Hey, sometimes I might like if he's a party partner, if he's a party person, I will, because that's what he like. But is that the only thing that will stop me from being with him? No, it won't. But at the same time, I will question, why do you want to party so much? Like, what's out there? Besides the same thing that's been out there for years. Like, what fulfillment are you getting when you go out there? Like, I'm going to ask 10 different questions, 5 different questions, 20 different ways. Like, okay, because if I don't understand it the first way, okay, let me rephrase that. So you can understand why I'm trying to understand. I'm just saying. Because I need to understand why you got to go out there in COVID. I'm just playing. But that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, okay, like with me, I love people. But as I'm getting older, I'm finding myself loving to be alone more. You know what I'm saying? And so, because it gives me a peace of mind and it don't like cloud my judgment. Because people, the more you be around people, it's time to go already. The more you be around people, the less you conform to people. And sometimes, you know who you are, you can conform to a certain extent, but sometimes you be like, no. And you're like, well, what's your problem? Why I gotta have a problem? Like, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to do it. And I'm not going to. And it's okay. It's nothing against you. It's okay. I'm still cool with you, but I want to move differently that way. And we can still have dinner and we can hang out, but I don't want to go over there in that club. And that's just it, So you got to get people, you got to get in a place with people where I can celebrate. I love gatherings, but I don't love like nightlife. I love events, conferences. I love conferences. I love seminars. I love like leadership 101 type stuff. Like, give me that. Give me more and more and more of that, because it makes me better, And, that is something that when you're with someone, they got to be willing to do too. I don't want to go a lot of places by myself if I got someone. I want to do things with you. But, listen, we got to go. I got to take my mom to the doctor. She got to be there at 1 o'clock. They ringing my phone off the hood because I forgot to tell them I had my chauffeurs. So I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate you. I think I see Miss Parker. Hey, Miss Parker. Who else on there? I think I seen G on there too. But thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in. On a personal note, we're not going to be going live a lot. I'm sorry. If I just know that God is moving me in such a different way that I got to do it. I'm so excited. But I will still be doing it on a personal note. But, just know. Aisha, before we go, Aisha said, if you're honest about it and both parties are aware about it, then I'm all for you. But lies, secrets, and deceits will never be for me. Putting more effort into deceiving and hurting someone over putting it into your life together that makes no sense to me. You're right. If they like it, however, I love it. And you're so right, Aisha. I agree with you 100%. We have to be able to say, hey, why you gotta hurt me? Why you gotta deceive me? Like, Why? It's enough hurt in the world. And we got to learn to love more. We like be intentional to love, intentional to seek happiness and truth. No matter what, I'm going to love you with all my heart. I'm going to love you so much I hate it. If that makes any sense. You know, and that's it. We got to learn to love each other no matter what, especially if we stay in the same household. You know, if we hang around the same people. God is love, Aisha. That's right. You know what? We got to go. I got to get out of here. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate it. And see y'all Wednesday at 9 a.m. on a personal note. We're going to continue this. This is needed. Y'all, peace out. I ain't even playing no music. I'm just cutting everything off. I got to go.